Good morning, everyone. My name is YITIAN, number matrix AF210110, and now I will present our group project for the course BFC31802 Highway Engineering, and we are from Group 7, Section 1. So the title for our project is to determine the PCI value for 1 kilometer route in Jalan University, Parit Raja. And these are our group members. First, CHWA, second, me, YITIAN, third, Jia, fourth, NATALIE and the last one, Wong. And now I will go for the introduction part. So pavement is the durable surfacing of a road or airstrip. And it is defined as the raised paved or asphalted path for pedestrian at the side of the road. And it acquires a high rating of pavement condition index (PCI) in exchange for the safety of pavement user and reduce the cost of maintenance. So the main purpose of the pavement is to transmit the load to the subbase and underlying soil. So these are the type of pavement distress. And this is the rating of the pavement condition index (PCI) from 100 to 0, with different level of service from A to F. So the main objective in this research is first to identify the distress type and severity of the selected pavement. Second, to determine the PCI of the selected pavement. Third, to identify the immediate maintenance and rehabilitation needs. And the last, to develop a pavement maintenance budget. So this is our study case area. It is 1 kilometer long, starting from the conjunction of Jalan University to the end of Jalan University 46, Parit Raja. It's taken only on a one-way road. And now I will pass to my next member.
Hi, my name is Wong with matrix number AF210112. I will present the methodology part of this project. In this project, a route has been selected to make the pavement condition index, which is commonly known as PCI. Before site visit, several apparatus and equipment are borrowed from traffic laboratory in YITIAN in order for us to conduct the survey of route distress properly and efficiently. The equipment are 5 safety vests, a wheel meter, 2 safety cone, 2 ruler, a measuring tape, and PCI table. After collecting the data, we have to calculate the pavement condition index, which is PCI. So the step 1, find the total of the quantity for distress survey for each type and level of severity and calculate the density in the unit of percentage. The formula is total quantity distress divided by length of the route multiply 100%. And step 2, find the deduct value by using the curve graph for asphalt, then determine the highest deduct value, HDV. And step 3 is determine the maximum allowable number of deduct, M, by using the formula M equal to 1 plus the total of 9/98 multiply 100 minus HDV. Then list the deduct value in descending form. If the maximum allowable number is having point value, the next number must be multiple. After get the data, we tabulate to find the maximum corrected deduct value, which is CDV. Determine the Q as the number of the deduct with greater than 2 until the value Q reaches 1. Determine the corrected deduct value CDV using the total deduct value and the curve graph Q. And the final step, determine the PCI value by using the formula PCI equal to 100 minus maximum CDV. The rating skill condition of the pavement can be identified by the value of PCI. That's all for my part, and I will pass to my group member for the next part. Thank you.
Before determining the PCI, we have conducted a road survey in which we will determine the type of distresses of each distress that we can find in the road, whether it is in low severity, medium, or even high. Next, we will identify the area or the length of that particular distress. so we can find the density and also the deduct value. After that, we will use the deduct value for greater than 2 to find the corrected deduct value, and at last, we will be able to determine the PCI. In sample unit 1, which is the first unit of 1 km road, we have detected the distress severity, density, and also the deduct value of this sample unit. And at last, we have obtained that the PCI for this sample unit is 15.5, which means the road is in serious condition. As for sample unit 3, we have determined that the PCI is 26, which is very poor, because as we can see here, the distress severity are mostly between medium and high. And for the rest of the sample unit, we have not detected distresses. That is why we only calculated for sample 1 and sample 3.
Next is the discussion part. The first 4 sections of sample have several distresses. Starting from the 5th section, the road conditions are good due to 0 distresses along this section. Hence, only section 1 and 3 are considered for calculating PCI and discussion of maintenance and improvisation. According to the survey datasheet for sample units, patching and utility cut patching, potholes and slippage cracking are the most recorded pavement distress in the research pavement. According to the research, utility cut patching saw a decrease in PCI value of 24.4% on average. From the survey sheet, according to our research area, both section 1 and 3 having this issue and causing the PCI value drop to serious and very poor category. Based on the PCI survey datasheet and predicts, we can observe that both section 1 and 3 are having potholes, especially it serves as the highest deduct value among all the distresses in both sections. By referring to the data, slippage cracking had affected the PCI value of the road pavement. Next is the part of maintenance and rehabilitation. The operation of reconstruction is required for the first section, as the PCI calculated for this section is relatively low compared with the others. The PCI for the first section is considered as the serious condition, while the PCI rating for section 3 is classified into very poor category. The recommended method of rehabilitation action are surface patching. For the rest of the section, the periodic maintenance is needed as the overall PCI for these sections are high. Last is the part of improvisation. The material of the road pavement is costly in the road pavement maintenance. Using a new material is needed as a replacement in mixed asphalt. Various studies have shown that there are many materials can be used to construct road pavement. The performance of the conventional mixture is more stable than replacement mixture.
In conclusion, we conduct the investigation successfully. Pavement Condition Index (PCI) is a method to rate the general surface condition of the pavement. According to our project, we select 5 samples to determine the PCI range, and the average result for our surveying is 41.6. Hence, we could see that the result and data analysis of Jalan University 2 Parit Raja to the end of Jalan University 46 Parit Raja can conclude overall as in poor conditions, since 3 samples that are sample 1, sample 3, and sample 4 have low PCI value, which are classified in serious, very poor, and fair conditions. Thus, the road pavement is in LOSD. Therefore, preventive and rehabilitation maintenance need to be done. Examples of preventive maintenance are surface treatment, fund emergency repairs, and planning activities to keep the pavement in good conditions, while rehabilitation is resurfacing, restoration of the existing pavement surface to extend the life service.